Good morning, YouTube people. Today I'm going to answer a video request from Ninth Element on what inspires me. Stay tuned. I also want to say I'm sorry I haven't got a video up here recently. I have been super busy. I've been painting these houses. I've been doing all kinds of crazy stuff. This is the first time I ever had to strap a ladder to the roof. I was doing all sorts of crazy things. So I've been really busy. I have been meaning to get some videos out. Sorry about that. Yeah, here we go. My kids inspire me. I had my children young. I went to worked hard, always been there to try to take care of them. Had a little rough spot there, but there's more about that here later. They're decent kids. They're polite, very respectful. Couldn't ask for much better. They don't really argue with me too much anymore. We've had our bouts like every parent and kid does. They inspire me to teach them to grow to be hardworking young men and have dreams and ambitions and goals and to accomplish them. My next inspiration would have to be my wife, I gotta say. She's stuck by me always, and she's always supporting me, and she's had my back with all my crazy ideas, my wants, my dreams, my goals, everything that I wanted. I wanted a house with my kids. We did that. Wanted Rottweilers and I wanted to breed them. We did that. Wanted a hot rod. I got that. She has always stood by me. Even when I quit my job that I've been with for years and I didn't want to work for anybody else no more, and I wanted to try my own thing and just do general contracting kind of stuff and build things like an outdoor kitchen for some people, a deck, do some moving for myself, and wanted to start my own company. She has stuck by me and supported me and pushed me to do everything I've wanted to do. So as just like full-time RV, it has always been something I've wanted to do, and she sticks by me. She supported it. She said let's do it, and here we are. So my wife is a huge inspiration for me, for just showing me that people will believe in you and love you, and they'll even go along with your crazy ideas and wrap their whole life up in it. So that's another inspiration. My wife is a huge one. Next one I'm going to say would be my parents. Now this one comes in a two-part kind of thing, so I'll break this down for you. My dad passed away a few years back. He had everything he wanted in life, so you can't feel too sorry for the guy. I don't feel that too sorry. I mean, yeah, he died young, but he wanted to die young. He always said that he didn't want to get old, hurt, or not be able to do things. So it showed me that you can still accomplish anything, even if you're on the down and out. I was born in Denver. They bought an apartment complex back in Denver when I was like 2 or 3 years old. And they thought they were going to rent this place out and make this money and all this kind of stuff, and everything would be okay. Well, it was kind of a slummy area, and so when they were renting it, nobody would pay their rent. They had 2 kids in their arms. My brother's a year older than I am. Had 2 kids in their arms, banging on doors, and nobody paid rent. They ended up losing the apartments, the house, everything, and my grandparents helped them. They came over to Eastern Washington, got a shell of a house, built a beautiful home out of this house that you wouldn't even imagine that it could have been from what it was. Didn't really do credit cards or anything for years, and then they built up their credit and they did fantastic for themselves. They had their own houses, they had everything. My dad had hot rods, new trucks, blah blah blah. So they show you that even though you're down and out and you could lose everything and they can come take it from you, if you just work hard and keep on your grind and you do you can become successful and do anything too. So they showed me don't let anything stop you no matter what, because you can always pick yourself up, and that has been huge in my life. That has helped me huge in my life. I always look back on that and think of that, and that is a huge inspiration for why and I am the way I am and what I do. Part 2 of my parents is that when my dad had passed away, my mom went through her grieving and she got rid of the house out in the middle of nowhere. She moved into her own place. A few years has passed, and she wanted to start dating and things again. So she asked me and my best friend Jason, you guys know any guys my age that have their own place, have an income of their own, I don't have to take care of them, they don't work all the time and like to have fun, let me know, because I can't find anything. She tried a few dating sites and stuff and guys, but she said either guys had nothing or they worked all the time and didn't have time to do stuff, and she just wasn't into any of that. We thought about it. We said, Jason's dad. Well, we introduced him. Lo and behold, later, here they are married. I'm on their property right now, boondocking. All this video is recorded on their property. Great guy, big heart, loving, always there to help. It was everything my mom was looking for and more. They're happy, they're in love. So that's an inspiration for me to show you that you can still find happiness and love even when it seems like you've lost the person that you cared for. Love is always out there, guys. You can always find it. It's there. So they're a huge inspiration for me. And on top of that, they're always there to help us out. They helped us out with our transmission and things while we were on the road. They are always been there to help us out. And I can't thank you guys enough from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for always being there. It means the world to my family and me, of course. They're a huge inspiration just for being the great people they are and showing that they can find love no matter what again. Try to keep me focused and keep me going through life, and knowing that I'm on the right track is my past. My past is an inspiration to me. Many of you guys don't know, and I've never been afraid to share it. People who know me personally know it. A while back I had a personal addiction to heroin. Started off bad. I can't believe I got into it. I've seen people ruin their lives on it and said I'd never do that. But hey, you know what? Things happen. Yeah, I spent a few years addicted and in and out of jail and things like that, but it was April 12th, 2012, I got myself clean. Thanks to jail, I gotta say, it saved my life there. I would have died. I would have died from it. Once I got clean, I knew I was never gonna go back to doing that again. I remember going, wow, what did you do? But yeah, I just walked away from it after that. So April 12th, 2012, I walked away from it, and I have no desire, no want, no urge, no drive inside me, nothing to ever go back to that. So my past is a huge inspiration for me to show that people make mistakes, and even I make huge mistakes. And I was away from my kids for a couple of years and things, but you can recover, just like my parents did. Like I said, from the house, you can recover. My kids live with me. I have everything I want. I'm happier than ever, and I'm doing my dream, and I'm living it. My past is a huge inspiration for me to say, you can always move ahead. When things seem down and things seem dark and things seem out, you can come out of it and be an amazing person and live your dreams. You just got to do it, and you just got to work at it. So my past is a huge, huge inspiration for me. What else inspires me? The rain's picking up here, guys. But what else inspires me is my grandmother. My grandma is amazing. She's got a huge heart, always been loving and caring. I can't remember one time I ever think she ever got angry or mad. I can't think of it. She's dealt with so much in her life. It's tremendous. She used to drive 18-wheelers when she was younger, had her kids, my mom and her brother, and to have a woman driving 18-wheelers back then was crazy. But she did it, and she'd back them up, and she'd always say that she'd back them up with the best of them. They'd always say, Mary Lou can do it. She lived in the trucks all for years. I said, but they full-time RV. They're full-time RV most of my life. They full-time RV before that. They full-time RV basically living in the semis. And my grandma now, as of July 14th, turned 94 years old. And she still lives full-time RV. Check that out. So she lives attached to my mom's. There's her place. I don't know if you can see it. Yep, there's her place. She lives attached to my mom's house here. She's plugged in and power and water and everything like that. So she's right next door. I mean, it's literally 10 feet. But she still lives in that trailer by herself at 94 years old. She's stationary. It's still full-time RV, right, guys? So my grandma still lives full-time RV at 94 years old and by herself. She's a huge inspiration, and what an amazing lady. I hope to do an interview with her coming up real soon. Mary Lou is awesome. My grandma is awesome. She used to let all my friends, and we were interesting looking when I was younger, and she'd let us all come over. We'd come over with big groups of people, and she'd invite us in and cook for everybody. Never batted an eye about anything. She just loved anybody and everybody that was around. She's amazing. My grandma's a huge inspiration for me, not only for full-time RVing, because that's where I got my dream to do it, was because of them, but because of just to show you that you can love anybody no matter what they look like. She honestly loved everybody no matter what. And as the rain comes down, we're going to go ahead and end it with this one. The last thing I got to say that inspires me is you guys, my YouTube people. I'm really enjoying doing this channel. Something I never thought I would do, and I'm loving it. I'm enjoying it. I'm loving my life. All you subscribers and everybody who watches and supports us from the beginning to now, new, old, and future coming, thank you guys. You're a huge inspiration. You help me do what I do, and I just enjoy doing this from the bottom of my heart. So it's an inspiration for me to keep going forward until I'm successful, until this can support our life. I won't quit. You guys are a huge inspiration for me. This channel's a huge inspiration for me. It's raining. That's all. So there you go, Ninth Element. There was what inspires me. You asked for a video on it, you got it. Click that like button right down there. Subscribe. Hit that reminder bell so you don't miss any great upcoming videos. And this is Sagan with U-Turn Permitted. We'll see you next time.